Hey guys, I am out here watering the plants in the front. It is a mild 90 degrees here in Austin, Texas. And as I water the plants, oh, this is terrible, the sun. Hold on. Um, let me stand here so we can have an okay conversation. What I was saying was that as I was watering the plants, I realized, hey, there is people walking around missing parts of themselves, and they don't even realize that uh, that a part of them is missing, and it it's a shame that they're going through this and they're not aware. And it's not a judgment on them. When you don't know, you don't know. I was fragmented myself, and I had pieces of me missing that I had to call back and kind of bring them back in line, and that's kind of very shamanic of me to say. Let me just put it this way: sometimes when we have trauma, as kids, when we're little, we get scared. We are scared to love, or we're scared to be left behind, or we are scared of punishment, whatever it might be. So we're so scared that, as a protective mechanism, we disconnect from a part of ourselves. If we see our parents arguing every day, or one of the parents being like unloved, abandoned by the other, then we arrive to the conclusion that it's not safe to love. That's just an example, and we close our heart to that. That part of us is no longer in line, and you wouldn't tell a person that has several blockages in the heart not to get medical attention, or you can just live like that without without getting a bypass, or whatever you might need, a whatever pacemaker, whatever device you might need. You wouldn't do that, and yet we walk around without having access to our heart. I'm speaking of the emotional body. When we talk about the physical body, people having heart surgery, that seems logical, fine and dandy. But when we're talking about oh, I shut down my heart and I go into the world without it. No, that's not that. We shouldn't encourage other people, oh yeah, no, love is for the weak, or blah 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 blah, whatever, or having feelings. All of this baloney that we're used to needs to change, because it is not okay for us to have pieces of ourselves missing. I mean, that's that's like dissociating and making it okay to be dissociated, making it okay to focus on more superficial things, which that's what our culture does, because let's not lie, that's what's going on. No, that's not okay, and we should encourage our peers to do not accept that, and to find ways to recover and get better from that. Because, if we have pieces missing, then we have anxiety. That's the body's letting us know, hey, something's not right here. Or we have depression, you have to access your heart, because that's how you access joy, and we wonder why we're depressed. or we're wonder why we're anxious. Yeah, we're just walking around with missing pieces, and everybody seems to be okay with this, but it's not. And then people wonder why they have to drink, and there are alcoholics or addicts of any kind. I'm not judging here. I'm just saying there are reasons why. Because you're coping with the discomfort of walking around with being incomplete, you know? Uh, and you're just doing your best to cope. We need to really make a change for the better as society. Uh, we need to start striving for better and putting in the work so we can finally rid ourselves of all the misery and pain. Otherwise, we're just cultivating more misery and more pain. Uh, I'm very animated about this because I myself was fragmented for many, 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 many years. For a long time, I didn't know what was going on with me, and I was miserable. I truly was, and I'm not saying that I live in the happy Garden of Eden right now, but we all have our challenges. But my life is better because I've been trying really hard to bring all the pieces that left and trying to just get better. I want to encourage people to get better. Those coping mechanisms that we tend to reach for that we know, those are just a prolongation of the pain and the suffering. And I really wish for everyone to be able to enjoy the small little things that we have. We all know that we get in this life, in this world of duality, we get the light and the dark, and yeah, there is shit every day, but there is also beautiful, magical things. And in order to be able to soak everything, not just one or the other, we need to be able to feel and to have our emotions available to us. So yeah, I leave you with that, and I encourage you to try to improve, because there is a space to recover. Okay, there is light at the end of the tunnel. It doesn't have to be just pain and suffering. So yeah, I leave you with that. Thank you guys, and I'll talk to you later.